On your mark.
So away and racing the first of the 4-lap events out here this evening on a beautiful night here at the Doncaster Athletics track. And these under-16 women will try and find their feet rather early. I believe it's Emily Wetzels who will go out and try and string this field out as fast as she can. So more than happy to get out there and get amongst it straight off the gun. On the outside now, moving around the shoulder is Bateman, the unattached athlete. In fact, it's Bateman out in front and Wetzels in second. So that's how they'll stand. A good 20 metres out in front, our early race leader. The rest of the pack will do their best to work off one another. Very early stages, only 200 metres into it. Here in our women's under 16 mile. Plenty of mile racing on here this evening. Obviously, that's what you're all here for, whether it's coaching, racing, spectating, whatever it may be. It is no more metric mile nonsense. It's purely the 1,609 metres. And the first to get out there, Sophie Bateman. And she is leaving no stone unturned here in the opening lap of the women's under 16 mile event. So it's Bateman looking very comfortable out in front, followed closely there behind. It's going to be Wetzels leading out, a bit of a crew behind her there. As the rest of them start to make their way up through this field, it is going to be the Jelena sisters as well as Grace Baldock. She's just tucked in behind Wetzels there, and out the back now is Arunan. They're through one lap. It's 1:27 as they greet it now. A little bit faster there for our race leader in Sophie Bateman. And she's turned what was an early first lap, 10-metre lead into a second lap, 30 to 40 metre blowout here at the moment up the back straight. We can see the cart out in front for those watching at home. Very exclusive access here to the racing. Don't see this often in Australia. A great initiative here by Doncaster to have the men on the back of the buggy and be able to follow an early race leader. It is still going to be Sophie Bateman. Looks very comfortable and almost very hard to challenge here as they get towards the end of their second lap. It's still Wetzels out there. Behind her is Baldock. The two sisters here in the Jelena sisters are going to go back and forth here. A little bit of a ping-pong battle, you'd think, over the final closing stages of this event. And out a little bit further back from there, from Diamond Valley, it is Arunan. But into this home straight for the second time now, or the second last time, or third last time, I should say. It's Sophie Bateman, the unattached athlete here this evening. It could take out the first crown of a mile event here in Doncaster. So Bateman out in front. Never say unassailable, but it will take a mighty effort to chase this early race leader down. It's still Wetzels there in second. Tucked in behind, hasn't moved too much here, is Grace Baldock. She's very comfortable right in and amongst it there. It'll be the Jelena sisters as well moving through, and a little bit further back is Arunan of Diamond Valley. So out in front, it hasn't changed even remotely, only got a little bit further away. In fact, it is Sophie Bateman. And very smooth running style would indicate a very smooth race. And it's almost going to stretch out to the full length of the back straight here in Doncaster. A little bit further back, Wetzels. It's the trio of Doncaster athletes there in Baldock, Jelanis and Jelanis sisters. A little bit further back is still Ayla Arunan. But there's no doubting the leader of this race, and you would think the inevitable winner. It'd be interesting to know if there is a personal best or if it is the first time running the full mile distance. A very different beast to what you might expect over the metric mile. A quick look around the inside shoulder, checks the real estate behind her. Sees that she's bought up quite a bit of land, and it looks like nobody can get anywhere near her here at the moment. So Sophie Bateman, it's been a dominant performance here in the women's under 16 mile. She'll come down and hear the sweet sound of a bell in a moment's time. We'll check the clock, give us a really good indication of just how fast we're tracking here. That's 4:06, 4:07 with one lap to go. Wetzels behind there too. The Doncaster trio, I believe it's Baldock, who's just going to move around the shoulder possibly here. So Wetzels now, first time challenged here this evening. Unattached athlete, crept up on the shoulder here by Doncaster. The two behind working nicely together. And the two sisters, and a little bit further back from Diamond Valley moving nicely, is also Ayla Arunan. But up the back straight, long gone, home and hosed. It is our early race leader. She'll go gun to tape, you'd think. Sophie Bateman. These two behind her now enter into a battle up this back straight. Definitely want to have that railing position as you make your way around with 200 metres to go. Don't want to spot any room. Wetzels More than happy, though, to move out to lane number 2 if she needs to. So she'll drag them along here too. Doncaster, Rayner with the bell, 5 minutes on the clock. But 150 metres to go. It has been all the way of Sophie R. Bateman. Hasn't really been challenged. Just put her foot down at the start of the race and said, if you want it, come get it. And unfortunately, nobody could get anywhere near it. Sophie R. Bateman, she will be the first winner here for the mile at the Doncaster Mile Championships, the second time of the running. Sophie R. Bateman, big round of applause. Gun to tape, hard way to do it, but done it in class and style. 5:30, just a tick over it. Call it 32 for Sophie R. Bateman. Sensational running. Not over here for second or third either, you'd think. It is going to be Wetzel's just leading it out there. Grace Baldock just behind. She got in front with the bell to go. And she'll just drop on the shoulder. Now creeps up one more time. Wetzel's maybe on the inside. 5:50. And good racing all the way through to the line. The two sisters now down the home straight. Done a lot of the work here. It's a graded event, don't forget. So we will wait for the judges to do it. The two sisters now together. They'll come down and hit it. They already ran the 100 yards earlier. So they've doubled up here this evening. 6:10 it is on the clock. And rounding it out here for the women's under 16 1 mile race. It is Ayla Arunan of Diamond Valley. And she'll creep under that 7-minute marker. You would think just how far below will be the question. Arunan now out into lane number 3. A big round of applause. You'll finish off the women's under 16 1 mile event. A graded event as well. So a variety of different ages out here this evening. And she will go well and truly under the 7-minute marker. Absolutely make a mockery of it. Well done here to Arunan. 6:45 it is. And that will round out our women's under 16 event. And as I said, keep in mind a variety of different ages in and amongst that under 16 competition.